Good evening, students. Welcome back to BSc first year mathematical physics class. In today's lecture, we are going to start a new chapter, that is complex variable. In this chapter, first we have to understand what is by complex variable. Then we will discuss what is by complex number. Actually, a complex variable in mathematics, a variable that can take on the value of complex number. In basic algebra, the variable x and y generally stand for values of a real numbers. The algebra of a complex number or complex analysis uses the complex variable z to represent a number of the form a plus ib or x plus ib. The modulus of z is its absolute value. If we take the mod of that complex variable or complex number, it gives a absolute value. A complex variable may be graphed as a vector from the origin to the point A and B or to the point x and y in rectangular coordinate system. Okay, its modulus corresponding to the vector's length called an Argand diagram. What is my Argand diagram and how we can show the addition of two complex number in Argand diagram, that we have to discuss in coming lectures. Okay. This representation establishes a connection between a complex analysis and a vector analysis. Okay. Means Argand diagram gives or establishes a connection between complex analysis and vector analysis. Okay. Basically, a complex number is nothing but it is a combination of real number and imaginary number, and it is represented by an symbol z, which is equal to x plus iy, where x and y are the real numbers and I is the imaginary number, which is equal to square root of -1. The real number x is called as real part of complex number and real number of y is the imaginary part of that complex number. The real part of z is represented by Rez, which is equal to x, and imaginary part is denoted by Im z, which is equal to y. Hence, an imaginary number is a complex number whose real part is 0, while a real number may be considered to be complex number with an imaginary part of 0. Okay, this is the real number x is equivalent to the complex number x plus 0i. X plus 0i. Now, equality of complex number. Two complex numbers are equal if their real parts are equal and their imaginary parts also equal. When two complex numbers are equal, in that case their real parts as well as imaginary parts are equal. Now, we are talking about next is the complex plane. How we can represent a complex number in rectangular plane, or that plane is nothing but a complex plane, because we are representing a complex number in that plane. A complex number are represented by points or positive vectors in the coordinate plane called the complex plane, or it is also called as Gauss plane. A complex number are represented by points or position vector in the coordinate plane called the complex plane or the Gauss plane, where the x-axis is called the real axis and y-axis is called imaginary axis. X-axis is called as real axis and y-axis is called as imaginary axis. The representation of a complex number by Cartesian coordinates is called the rectangular form of algebraic form of complex number. Rectangular form of algebraic form of a complex number. Okay, that can be represented with the help of this following diagram. Here, if we see, x is the real axis and y is the imaginary axis, and z is the complex number, can be represented by x plus iy, x plus iy, and its opposite term is x minus iy, x minus iy in fourth quadrant. Now, the absolute value modulus of a complex number. Absolute values of a complex number z is defined as the distance between z to the origin in the complex plane, z to the origin in the complex plane, that is mod of z is equal to square root of x square plus y square. The absolute value of complex number can be represented by mod of z is equal to square root of x square plus y square. It is the absolute value. Here z is equal to x plus iy and its complex conjugate z bar is equal to x minus iy. Now, what is the complex conjugate? The complex conjugate of the complex number z is equal to x plus iy is x minus iy, that has the same real part, but differ in the sign of imaginary part, This is the conjugate is reflection of z about the real axis, reflection of complex number or z about its real axis, as shown in this above figure. Z is equal to x plus iy and its reflection is z bar is nothing but a complex conjugate which is equal to x minus iy, Okay, this is nothing but a complex conjugate, and the real part of complex conjugate and its complex number is same, but they are differ by only imaginary part. If plus I is there, its complex conjugate is minus I. If minus I is there, its complex conjugate is plus I. That is the difference between the complex conjugate and its complex number. Now, if we move forward, we are going to discuss its algebraic properties like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Now, addition and subtraction of complex numbers. To add or subtract two complex numbers, that is z1 is equal to a plus ib and z2 is equal to c plus id, we add or subtract the real part and imaginary part. If we want to add two complex numbers, in that case we have to add its real part individually and its imaginary part individually. If we see in this slide, z1 is one complex number which is equal to a plus ib and z2 is another complex number which is equal to c plus id. If we add these two, z1 plus z2 is equal to a plus ib plus c plus id. Now, when we have to add these two complex numbers, at that time we have to add a real part individually and its imaginary part individually, means a plus c plus b plus d into I, because I is common. Okay, in this way we can add these two complex numbers. Similarly, we have to subtract when subtractions of two complex numbers, in that case we have to subtract real part individually and we have to subtract imaginary part individually, that shown in this slide. Z1 minus Z2 is equal to A plus IB minus C plus ID. In that case, A minus C is subtraction of real part plus B plus B minus D I is the subtraction of imaginary part, B minus D into I. So, let us solve some numerical problems related with these complex numbers or this phenomena, addition and subtraction. Now, Z1 is equal to minus 3 plus 2i and Z2 is equal to 4 plus 3i. We have to add these two complex numbers as well as we have to subtract these two complex numbers. Z1 plus Z2 is equal to minus 3 plus 2i plus 4 plus 3i, which is equal to, we have to add real part and we have to add imaginary part separately. That's why minus 3 plus 4 plus 2 plus 3 into I, which is equal to 1 plus 5i, 1 plus 5i. Similarly, Z1 minus Z2 is equal to 4 plus 3i minus 1 plus 5i. Which is equal to 4 minus 1 plus 3 minus 5 into I is equal to 3 minus 2i, 3 minus 2i. Now, the addition and subtraction of these complex numbers is shown in this following figure. If Z1 is equal to minus 3 plus 2i, which is present in second quadrant, and Z2 is equal to 4 plus 3i, which is in first quadrant. If we add these two, it gives 1 plus 5i, 1 plus 5i. Okay. Now, if we add 1 plus 5, if we subtract 1 plus 5i and 4 plus 3i, it gives 3 minus 2i, 3 minus 2i. This is nothing but a Argand diagram for addition of two complex numbers as well as Argand diagram for subtraction of two complex numbers, that we will discuss in detail in coming lectures. Okay. In this way, we can add two complex numbers and subtract these two complex numbers. Okay. Now, next, multiplication and division of complex numbers. How we can multiply and divide two complex numbers. Therefore, Z1 into Z2 is equal to A plus Bi into C plus Di. In this case, we have to multiply each term of first bracket to the second bracket. Therefore, A multiply with C plus Di, similarly plus Bi multiply with C plus Di. Then we get A C plus A Di plus B C I plus B D I square, B D I square. Therefore, collect real part and a imaginary part individually, then we get A C minus B D, because I square is nothing but square root of minus 1 into square root of minus 1, it gives minus 1. That's why this plus minus become minus. That's why AC minus BD plus AD plus BC into I. AC minus BD plus AD plus BC into I. Similarly, division Z1 by Z2 is equal to A plus BI by C plus DI. In this case, if we perform a division, in that case we have to multiply and divide a complex conjugate of denominator quantity. Here our denominator quantity is Z2, that is C plus DI. Its complex conjugate is C minus DI. We have to multiply and divide C minus DI to the numerator as well as denominator. Therefore, Z1 by Z2 is equal to A plus BI into C minus DI divided by C square plus D square. Actually, it was C square minus I D square, but I square is nothing but minus 1, that's why minus minus become a plus. Therefore, C square by D square in denominator. If we solve numerator term, that is A plus BI into C minus DI, it gives AC plus BD plus BC minus AD I. If we separate the real part and imaginary part, therefore Z1 by Z2 is equal to AC plus BD divided by C square plus D square plus BC BC minus AD by C square plus D square. Okay, in this way we can divide it two complex numbers. You just try to solve this Z1 by Z2. Okay, next, how we can multiply two complex numbers, that is A plus BI into C plus DI. If we multiply A inside the bracket, A into C plus DI plus BI into C plus DI. If we multiply, it gives AC plus ADI plus BCI into BDI square, but I square is nothing but a minus 1, that's why plus BD become a minus BD. AC plus ADI plus BCI minus BD. Then if we collect the real part, it gives AC minus BD plus ADI plus BCI, AC minus BD plus in bracket AD plus BC into I. Now, the product of complex numbers and its conjugate is a real number and it is always positive. How? Because if we take the multiplication of one real number with its complex conjugate, that is A plus BI into A minus BI, it gives A square plus B square. A square plus B square. A square plus B square. So, let us solve one numerical related with multiplication and division. If Z1 is equal to minus 3 plus 2i, Z2 is equal to 4 plus 3i, then find out Z1 into Z2 and Z1 by Z2. Z1 into Z2 is minus 3 plus 2i into 4 plus 3i. In that case, minus 3 into 4 plus 2 into 4i plus minus 3 into 3i plus 2 into 3i square. If we simplify, we get minus 18 minus I, minus 18 into minus I. Similar method as we solve the multiplication of two complex number. Next, Z1 by Z2 is equal to minus 3 plus 2i divided by 4 plus 3i. Minus 3 plus 2i divided by 4 plus 3i into 4 minus 3i by 4 minus 3i. If we divide two complex numbers, in that case, just multiply and divide with the complex conjugate of denominator quantity. That's why minus 3 plus 2i divided by 4 plus 3i. 4 plus 3i is the denominator quantity, that's why we are multiplying and dividing with complex conjugate of denominator quantity, that is 4 minus 3i. If we multiply and simplify, we get minus 6 plus 17i divided by 16 plus 9, which is 25. Therefore, which is equal to 6 minus 6 by 25 plus 17 by 25i. In this way, we can divide two complex numbers. Okay. In this way, we can multiply and divide two complex numbers. Now, the remaining part of this chapter we will discuss in next lecture. If you have any doubt related with the complex number, its addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, or its complex conjugate, then you can ask me anytime. Thank you.